Whether you're in the kitchen, the car, the gym, or sneaking off on extended break, even on the toilet, you're listening to the best podcast. Excuse me, the best PimpCast you could be listening to right now. So catch a vibe with us. It's Velvet Vibes PimpCast. Let's do it again.
Velvet Vibes PimpCast.
Okay.
What is your something good?
What? How in the world you double cup a plastic cup in a restaurant?
Why are you asking questions you don't need to know the answers to? Just know I'm double cup. I finish one cup, I poured up a second cup in my big cup.
Let that man be, man.
Hey, Big Mo would be proud of him.
There you go.
Do it for Mo. Look at here, and I have to let you know what's good because you got the OG Velvet Juggernaut in this thing, as you always do.
You know what's the motherfucking...
You know how we do that shit. We got here, Monopoly in the house. What's going on, Monopoly?
Good stuff.
So what's in your cup over there?
Juice, apple juice.
Perfect stuff.
That was a lie.
Okay, Maury.
When it comes to that cup,
You know what I mean?
this folder here tells me something else. And then we have here the goddamn child.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh.
He's a wild one. You know how he gets down.
Wild child.
And we got somebody we know you've been missing. He's still around. He was taking a little nap. My nigga's up, the Scorpion King.
Get over here!
Back in the building. I'm back. Sipping on this N.J. Peach.
That yak, boy.
Yeah.
The cousin of N.J. Apple.
Yeah, there you go. He back on the E&J Peach. And this time he ain't back on that yak. But you know he's here to split your back.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
There you go. I'm gonna get right to it with these good old shit we got here going. The cakes and compromise, as discussed, as promised. You know how we do shit. So I'm gonna talk about the top 5 comments before we get, we gotta show love to Velvet Vibes PimpCast. If you're not following us on Twitter, Velvet Vibes. If you're not following us on Facebook, Velvet Vibes PimpCast. You might want to get with it. Don't get lost in the sauce. We've got here the top 5 comments of our recent week here. Top 5 comments, baby. I got the top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. So there's a gentleman by the name of Chaz Jackson. Some of these comments are downright humorous. Some of them are just real as shit. Let me see what Mr. Chaz Jackson said that had me chuckling. He said, check this out. So when we were talking about why do women like thugs and men like thoughts.
Oh yeah.
You saw this.
I did see this. I don't think I discussed this particular topic, but I definitely was intrigued.
Yeah.
Definitely was intrigued.
Check this out. Mr. Chaz Jackson said he almost felt like that snowman that Jonathan B.
Okay.
He didn't feel as naughty as Jonathan Bieber.
Okay.
We ain't gonna talk about him on this episode. You
We-
disappointed me, bruh.
The Scorpion King is concerned about you. But Chaz Jackson, he hit this number. When he said, I think he was feeling a little naughty himself. Because he said, that's a good one. Real women are attractive for being real. They dress and look nice and can be everything a man needs. I was like, oh, where's going somewhere?
Yeah.
And then he said, but I can't lie. It's something about thoughts.
I saw that. I saw it.
He said it's something about those thoughts, the way they suck on a blow pop while staring at you.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Skimpy
Oh, man.
clothing, overall ease of access can just fuck a nigga up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I prefer a real one, but thoughts, I'm not mad at ya.
Hey.
He was feeling like Pac. He wasn't mad at the thoughts.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
I ain't mad at ya.
I ain't mad at you.
Chaz ain't mad at ya.
Hell no, I ain't mad at you. Yeah.
Hey, so he said,
Y'all are so ridiculous.
Hey, shout out to Pac, because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pac, that's my guy. You know, we born on the same day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
Oh, you and what's his name? That dude, the Get Out dude. Y'all are born on the same day too.
oh yeah. Yeah. There's a face
Wow.
Right. Yeah, we ain't gonna even.
Wow.
We not gonna even.
I need to Google his name. I'm gonna
We
get
might
that.
have to drop that in the group too, so they can see what this.
Oh, y'all
Yes.
gonna be in a group like that?
I think
Wow.
this is happening right now.
We should have a lookalike action
Yeah,
in the
just
group.
let
Like-
them tell us do they think it's true or false.
Yeah, for all four of us though. Don't
Oh,
just,
yeah.
don't just do me like that. Don't just do Wild Child.
They
Like
say
that.
I look like Tom Hanks, so.
Choke yourself. Choke yourself right there. No, you ain't nowhere near Castaway level. You ain't nowhere near Castaway level.
Can we go to commercial? Can we go to commercial?
We need to.
We need to go to commercial.
The dark skinned Tom Hanks.
Hey,
When he was on Castaway or whatever, when he was stuck on the island.
Don't do Forrest Gump like that, bro.
That's what I was
What's
gonna
wrong with you,
say.
bro?
I
Don't do
was
Forrest Gump.
sitting on a bench today and I said, hey,
Life is like a box of chocolate. They wasn't mentioning you and Tom Hanks looking like, bro.
I
That's not
thought,
it.
oh, so that's what he said. I thought
No.
he said, Mama always said I look like a box of chocolates.
You sound like him, but you don't look like him.
Oh, okay.
Don't do my
You
boy.
act like him when the scene where they meet the president, we had to go pee.
Yeah, I think we having a big. Y'all don't know how much shit get cut because I gotta pay.
I got shot in the butt, Todd.
I might have had about 15 Dr. Peppers. So check it out. Mr. Chaz Jackson, he ain't even done here. And
Okay.
he said, I'm not mad at you. Because in the end, we all have choices.
Okay.
And make our own beds.
Oh,
But the only thing about these beds,
talk to me.
it reminds me of a situation that Cisco had back in the 90s.
The beating
In my bed.
I got this feeling, and I just can't let it loose. Ooh, there's somebody's been getting next to you. Can't let the thought walk around.
He didn't want to be a fool.
She fucking just like a fool. Chance, it's all love, my guy. We
Yeah.
appreciate the comment.
Hey man, but side note though, I appreciate your comment though, because it be like that, bro.
You been down the
But I think I even put this on another comment. You know, the lady in the street freaking the sheets. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You need that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't know when to choose,
yeah,
or when you looking when to choose.
yeah.
Because you might have that lady in that business who's like, God damn, she working shit out that business suit.
Yeah.
Or your eyes made you like, well, God damn, she working them Daisy boots.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know which one. You don't know
So
which
then
one.
you want to sing a different song.
Come on, baby.
We ain't gonna do
Bum,
that.
bum, bum, bum. Look at them girl with them dirty dudes, bro. Yeah. Alright, keep up, bro. Keep going, because we gonna get live. It's already warming up. It's already warming up.
Knocking down to number 4. I think this one was a little more serious. Let me see what my guy, Jubril Odasanaya. I hope I said your name properly.
Yeah, don't be pushing the man's name.
Yeah, if I didn't say it right, hey, I just gotta show this guy some love because he has an intriguing comment.
We should call him J.O. I mean, I just
Oh yeah,
like,
there you go. Boom, J.O.
There you go.
Just like that.
Just like that.
He said, we were talking about the trainer. Would you let your girl have a, male trainer that looks in a magical manner?
Right?
So his comment, then this one wasn't humorous. It was real shit.
Okay.
And the thing about it, it's such a simple comment, but it was just straight to the point and real.
Right.
He said, no. I would wonder why they would want to pay a trainer instead of working out on their own with their spouse. And I would wonder why they wouldn't just go to a gym or buy their own equipment.
Big facts.
Why do you need... Because that's going to be hard. He got a point, because that's hard to explain if you say, hey, babe, I got a trainer. Here's a picture of him. That's right. He's made out of iron.
That nigga was chiseled.
Yeah.
The clay format.
Yeah.
Somebody clay that man. You know what I mean?
The Clay, man.
Yeah, right?
Mr. Clean.
And I agree with you, J.O. You know what I mean?
But that is a question.
That is a real question.
Why you need...
In the time that you spend in your year of gym, they have so many, depending on your what you're looking for, calisthenics, things like that you don't have to do with a gym. Like you can do that on your own.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on top of that, between you and your spouse, if you do have a spouse, y'all can purchase equipment and do this together. Y'all don't have to do it separate.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to a gym where we can be like, hey, let's make some excess space and
start that conversation.
Yes.
Or
go to the gym together and figure it out together.
Exactly.
You don't need a trainer
unless
to
it's
figure it out.
Your guy's trainer. It's a couple's trainer, but then they still might be whispering in their ear when you go to the bathroom. So, fuck a trainer. I agree with you.
I can see that. I can see that.
We discussed this on our Facebook Live. We still have to bring this up.
Go ahead.
Capricia Dawson.
Talk to him.
Now, Miss Dawson, coming in at number 3, this was a magical comment. We were talking about the, is it okay if you're man, woman, whatever lifestyle you live?
Right.
If they can go to the strip club.
Well, I live that lifestyle, so.
Miss, you're a single man. In a relationship. An established relationship. She said, yes, this time I'm going to say it verbatim. Yes, it is fine as long as our bills are paid. And it's not too frequent. He can go with or without me. I even said, hold on. How frequent is too frequent? She said 2 times a week is too frequent. So that means he can go 1 time a week. That's just fine. And then Capricia said some more intriguing stuff. She said, we're just trying to find out how much money can he spend. We went ahead and dropped the kicker. Capricia said, no more than 10% of your bi-weekly paycheck after taxes. Or max out at $200. So what you're saying? First off, you're paying tithes at the strip club.
Yeah.
You don't want to pay your tithes at the strip club. This is not how we get down. I don't know if they're going to sing an A and B selection at the strip club. I think they're going to be focused on back that ass up, pussy popping on a handstand, and songs of that nature.
But Snoop just dropped a gospel album, so.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he did.
Exactly.
And I heard it was like the number 1 gospel album. Like, I heard it was that shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He got some.
Yeah, I heard it's the number 1 gospel album.
Yeah, he was trumping all them other ones.
Yeah, it ain't just a gospel album.
I've heard Kirk Franklin. I heard Stomp in the club before. I was uncomfortable and I didn't clap my hands, didn't make me do my dance or stomp. I just went ahead and escorted myself towards the door.
Hit that thanking emoji on his you first open up, probably dance on the floor.
No, not to that. I had to depart.
With your church shoes on.
I did have church shoes on. I'll make sure to wear my Stacey Adams at the club. But, she said $200 on a bi-weekly paycheck. So it's cool if you drop $400 a month. Mr. Wildchild.
I'm listening.
I think it's just too costly. Like, forget whether you seeing somebody dancing on you and all that other stuff or not. Like, it's too much money spent. It's $400 a month.
So basically what she's saying is she don't give a damn if her man spent $200 at the damn strip club. As long as
But I could get extra clothes with that. We can get another car with that. Like, we can do lots of things with that.
Maybe it's not your money. Maybe it's just his money.
Well, he can get another car with that. He can get more clothes with that. He can get me clothes with that.
Okay, so maybe you are taken care of.
What's that?
I said he uses why he can.
Oh my god.
We can save it. We can save it.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that people do this all the time in regards to leisure activity.
He'd probably be in there
big facts.
He'd be in there on a bi-weekly basis with the same outfit on.
Hey, that way you don't forget me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll never forget you.
Exactly. They're like, there he is again. What it is. What it do.
I know he got his 200. You know, I'm gonna go all at him.
You're like, you know what? I don't need you to tip me slowly. We've already established a relationship.
Right.
I know what your limit is. Just hand me 200. I'm gonna dance on you all night. We'll just go
right. We'll just go right to it.
There.
Right to the top.
You don't have to throw $1 at the top.
She already know. I don't see why not. I feel like you putting somebody's kids through college or, paying somebody's bills in regards to that $200 a month. I feel like it's actually support. Yeah. Personally. I'm just saying. She doing it for a reason. You there for a reason. It's a service.
Capricia, we definitely thank you for your time.
Wow.
I don't think we're done asking you questions. And you
got to elaborate on that.
And then we had here.
Wait a second. So when y'all do go, or when y'all have gone, how was the most y'all spend? And how frequent did you go? Like when you used to go regularly.
I'll start.
How frequent?
I'll start. Watch out. Start that one. First of all, I call one the shaker. Okay. Second off, I've ranged it from depending on who, what, when, where, why, because you got to go in there. You got to assess the situation.
Yeah.
In regards to who deserves the money and who does not.
Indeed.
Big facts.
Who's the appealing by nature.
Large facts.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you got to assess that. And when you do, you figure out if you just want that throw money on the stage or let's go get a room real quick so I can spend a little QT and TQ with you.
I hear you.
So, it's one of those things where it all depends on that night because you might meet.
How much have you spent?
Yeah, just on average.
Get right to the shit.
Right to the shit.
The most that you spent. That's what she asked.
No, just on average, not the most. Just average.
On average, I go about.
Oh, you wanted them?
100.
Nah, it ain't no 100. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I'm very selective.
So how long are you usually in there then? If it's less than 100, and how long are you usually?
12 to 2.
So 2 hours?
Yeah, just a couple hours. And I'll figure it out when I get there. I don't ever rob a strip club at 11, and then on top of that, I go when it's like drink specials.
That's like $1 a minute, so that's not.
Oh, so you did calculation?
Yeah, I did that real quick. Yeah. That's like $1 a minute. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's just me though. Scorpion King, I'm tagging you in. Scorpion King, what's up?
I ain't been in no strip club in a minute, so.
But
you used to go.
What did you spend?
What I spend, the most I spend is, I say about $35.
$35? Boy, I don't think nobody wants you ever in a strip club.
It wasn't that appealing to me.
Well, you used to go to Onyx down here in D-Town or H-Town. You tripping.
I'm gonna tell you, the most I probably spent was 40, 45. Well, the most I probably spent was probably about 50, but typically I spend about anywhere from $35 to $40.
But how long are you in there? That's kind of where that comes in too. Are you in there for 4 hours?
No, probably about 2 hours. 4 hours too long. I didn't went to sleep.
See, I'm gonna have to address both of y'all right now. First of all, y'all ain't shit for going in there for that's my to $50.
Imagine you throwing quarters on at her every minute, just quarter.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Quarter.
I gave them the same dollar before.
I'm not.
So you out here picking up the one?
Yeah.
He might be in the
same dollar.
He might be in there throwing coupons at him.
I be wanting to do that too, but I learned my lesson. But throwing, I used to give them the same dollars. I got caught doing that a few times, so I quit doing that. So I had a technique. What I would do is I would
put it on the string.
Not 40. Put it on the string. Hey, on a fishing pole.
Yeah.
Say.
Yeah.
Give it up for Lanato.
Thank you.
She on one tonight. She on one.
Hey, I go and get my change, and I come back. It looks like a lot of money because it's $40 worth at once. So they think I'm that dude. They come over there, and then I might I'll throw $1, and then I might take $1. You know that thing you do when you're like fanning it all around and stuff and doing all this extra shit.
So you appealing to their better nature.
And then I'm like 5 minutes later, I'll throw that second $1, and then I get to the third $1, and then I'll do it around again and again and around, like kind of like when you get a cat and you be holding that little fuzzy thing and making chase. Yeah, I'd be doing all that. Then I throw it. I've been at the stage like 15 minutes. I dropped $4 probably. So I walk off. Then if I get a drink, you know, drinks at the strip club about $12. So there all your tips right there. A lot of your tips. I'm not going in the back because half of these clubs now, you know, they be like, you gotta pay $20 to get a bracelet, and then when you go in the back, then it's like $20 more or something. Yep. So I'm like, I'm good. So
see, I learned that I don't want to go to a strip club for money reasons. For money reasons, because my friend, we went to the club one night, LaMarcus. If you're listening, I'm gonna call him out.
Get him with the shit.
You ain't meant to say your name is.
No, it's LaMarcus. I'm gonna give you last name too. No, but you know, he has no shame. When he goes out, he's always dancing. He's the guy in the middle of the floor dancing. So that night, I was like, you know what? We're about to be crazy in here. Yeah. So he's dancing. I'm throwing money on him. Throwing money, and we're just having a good time. Then after the dance, I'm like, well, my money, like, cause he was actually picking up the dollars after. I was like, you know, he was like, nah, you can't throw dollars at a stripper and then take it back. I'm like, what?
I hope you got a cheeseburger.
We're friends. You ain't no stripper. And I was like, no, nobody's getting money from me like that. Hell yeah. Never, ever, never.
That's his profession.
Never.
I'm just saying.
He ain't no stripper. This is a regular club.
Oh yeah, he tripping out.
I went to a strip club.
Go for it.
And you know this person. We went to a strip club and he almost spent his whole check in there.
What?
Spent his whole check. He said, told
in
us.
2 hours.
He almost fell in love with a stripper.
I know somebody. I'm in love with a stripper. We finna move on.
I got another one. I fell in love with a stripper. Yeah. First I had to tip her.
Yeah. I know somebody that literally walked up to the stage. It was their first time at the strip club. And they didn't know how you gotta throw $1 at a time. He just literally opened his wallet and poured the wallet out. One walk, he opened it, turned it upside down,
what's wrong with him?
Poured the entire wallet out, and walked away. And he was like, boy, the strip club stuff is kind of fun. I'm like, hold on, that's not how you do it. You're finished already, so we can go.
Yeah, right, we can run out.
But anyway, that next crazy comment that we seen. Sharing the cookie lady fonts.
The number one comment of the week.
Now this number 2 right here. There's still some other secret fire out there.
Okay.
What in the world is she? Oh, when we were talking about whooping kids, and if y'all caught us on live, and I'm just gonna,
she was straight up on live.
I'm gonna elaborate on this. We're asking if is it okay if you with somebody to whoop their child, or is that an uncomfortable conversation? She said this. Permission? Let me say it in that voice. That mother voice.
You need that. You need that.
Permission? Did that kid get permission to cross my path and be bad? Did that kid get permission to disrespect and adult? I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't play with kids. I don't bargain with kids. I don't speak with a sweet voice when kids are bad. I tell kids and parents to stay away from me. If whoopings ain't part of the protocol, and we don't call it spankings,
right? We call it
whoopings. If the kid is at his parent house or out and about, having parent time and acting a fool, having tantrums, speaking and cussing and etc., I'm not gonna get involved. But if the kid at my house, baby, doing all this crap, and his daddy, my boyfriend, is sitting all calm and talking sweet to the kid, I'm not making no bargain with the kid. I'm kicking both of them motherfuckers out. I had to add a cuss word for you. I'm kicking both of them motherfuckers out. For eternity. Keep myself out of jail. So basically, she's saying she'll fuck the kid. That's just a translation. Right. So, I don't think that needs too much elaboration.
No.
Yeah.
You good on that.
First of all, you went into it like she was giving a sermon in church.
Yeah, it sounded like a testimony.
It sounded like a testimony, like, wow, Wow.
Yay.
That's what you sound like when you was giving that testimony, and I was like, I think he about to take us to church.
You might as well say several ones.
If you bring a kid to my house, hey, like you about to get into it, like hey. But yeah, man, no,
she couldn't know.
she was a thug for that one. I ain't gonna lie. I know not to bring my kids to the cookie house.
Yeah, only for cookies.
Only for cookies. And
so you got the babysitting part.
Yeah, and then we gonna ride out.
Yeah,
we gonna ride out. We gonna pay her and then we gonna leave.
The park.
I feel like if anything happens, that is going to be a switch involved, and I don't want that.
Let's just say she lives in Alabama, so I don't think I don't think strips club. Not strip clubs. I don't think switches. That last conversation threw me off.
Where your head at? Hey,
I don't think switches are hard to find. Strip clubs are actually hard to find over there.
Okay,
but yeah, switches is not hard to find over there. But then the number one comment of the week, which we also addressed earlier. But this shit is just hilarious too. And I need Monopoly to chime in with me. This LJL Lewis. She was talking about exactly how did it happen with Monopoly? Because I want to make sure we get this correct. She was having a first date, and what did this gentleman do?
Oh, okay, so he said, okay, so let's go on this date. And he picks her up and he says, yeah, we're about to go on this date. Oh, my bad, I forgot. I didn't get paid today, or the check didn't come through today, so we're just gonna go back to my house. And she came up with the word for this, house fish. She got house fished.
What?
Oh my god.
I ain't gonna lie, I addressed this on the live joint, but I still fucking love that shit. That shit is wild. I really hate that this Lewis went through that. But damn, that shit is wild as hell. Like, I ain't never thought of that like that.
I'm a house fish.
I'm a house fish, you?
But you know what's so funny about that? We was talking all about this shit about, having a first date.
Right.
Getting them to the house, how you want to do it, play like you doing this. This motherfucker, he just made like they was actually going on a date.
Right.
Until he picked her up, and then now it's like, oh, we going about a house. You knew you was going to the house.
Right. It's all cleaned up and everything. Yeah. Candles lit. Dinner's cooking.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he just knew what he was about to do. But he was like, oh yeah, we about to go somewhere. To the crib, goddamn.
Yeah.
He went to the crib.
See,
that's wow. Bro.
So not for her.
Yeah.
Cause she explained what happened. But have y'all ever done that? Like,
never.
You went to go. Oh, okay.
Nah, I've never. If I say we're going somewhere, we're going somewhere.
You never could.
Have you ever met up to like go on the date or met up to pick her up or whatever, and then she comes out and she's looking not ready to go where you were trying to go? You're like, this is a nice date. You got on basketball shorts and flip flops.
Like a high class restaurant, and you come in here with pants and a tank top or something.
Yeah.
Like yeah, no, I ain't never had that happen. I informed them that I'm not gonna lie. If she came out like that, I'd probably drive off.
But that's never happened to you, so you don't know.
That's never happened.
You're catfishing?
I even tell you, I'm going to dress accordingly. I'll tell you, I'm going to dress accordingly. I'll even give you the heads up to dress accordingly. And I'll tell you, I'm like, this ain't no bullshit. Like, Papa Do's is a decent restaurant, so please dress accordingly.
Shit, take her to Taco Bell.
Just
tell her it looks like you dressed accordingly. We're going to Taco Bell.
We're gonna get this floor from Wendy's.
Yeah. You have dressed accordingly. You know, it's like, you don't even deserve cheese at that point. Like, you don't even deserve cheese. Not at all.
So, but I wouldn't,
she said homeware cook too. And it was trash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, well, then, no. Trash. Whoa. Hey, y'all, now you gotta leave him. But see, the thing about that is she can't even leave immediately because she didn't drive.
You know what's crazy?
That's a bad part.
Yeah.
Did she have money?
I'm sure she had money.
Oh, she could have lived the Uber.
Yeah, she probably did.
Now you spending money to get out on a date that you...
Yeah.
But you know what's funny?
That you tricked me into.
Right?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
First off, this motherfucker gotta get one of these. You are trash. This dude who did this is trash because...
He shot twice.
He picked her up. He knew where they was going. I'm sure just like what Monopoly said, the house was clean when they got there. He knew that was gonna happen. This motherfucker knew he couldn't cook.
Right.
You know, we all know if you can or cannot cook. Let's be honest.
And nigga, I can cook, so we didn't even go there.
So he picked her up, said, "Whoops, my check didn't work out." Fed her some trash food that he probably knew was trash, and they both were slowly smacking on it. She's not really turned on, so I think I know the rest of the story. I know what didn't happen.
Right.
She's probably in the bathroom. Her stomach hurt. What you gave her? So her show ain't gonna happen. She may have left. We would love to see this in the comments. But with that being said, you definitely got the comment of the weekend.
Boom shakalaka!
There you go.
You know how we do this
There
shit.
you go.
But we're finna get right to the shit here.
Here we go.
Yeah, brought to you by the good old Velvet Vibes, PimpCast. You know we in this thing finna do another episode. The cakes and compromise.
And our cups. Because all of our cups
So
are...
you know our cups is nasty, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas is thirsty.
Real thirsty. So I'm just gonna open this up like this real quick, right? And we get straight to it. Fuck an opener. And then we'll keep it rolling, you know. Lanaka will lead us to the water.
There you go.
You know, she keeps a kicker in the in the chamber real quick. But I want everybody to be 100. 100,000. 100,000. 1K. Like, go all the way with this shit. Have you ever been with someone that you knew your family? No, first off, have you ever dated somebody and you let shit fly that you know you wouldn't normally let it fly? And you could say the reason or whatever, but is it because, you know, maybe she was just super bad to you, or y'all got, you know, some other things, but you were letting shit fly that, you know, like now you're like, man, I was tripping. I dealt with that longer than I should have. And I'm looking at the wild child, because I'm sure everybody been there, that she was like, damn, I was tripping. You know, afterwards you'd be like, I was tripping.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't really remember it specifically.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it was. Because first off, I just don't give a fuck. But if it's consistently, then it's something that I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
And now I have to dismiss you in some way, shape, or form or fashion.
And plus you're, you know, you're probably more advanced now. Because it could be something that happened earlier in life that you probably was naive to the shit.
Right. So, it sounds like, lightweight, it sounds like pet peeves, like, who you was with at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that. It could be that, or it's just like, you know, it's things you should have addressed. I know I had, one time I had a female do to me what most dudes do to girls. Like, I heard, we know this shit happens.
Yeah.
But I was getting used for a special service. But I didn't know this. She was talking to me like, you know, we're together, we're in a relationship and all this, etc. Of course, now I can just say it straight up. We went together.
Right.
We didn't go together. It was really that. It was like, okay, I was like, hey, what you trying to go out for dinner?
Right.
Nah, I'm real busy today. Then I get a call at 1 a.m. What you doing? Come through.
That is terrible.
That happened. And at first I didn't think nothing of it.
Man, that booty call out.
That's what I'm saying. And at first I didn't think nothing of it.
Right.
Then it was like the next day I was like, oh, that was cool. Tomorrow you want to go to the park? Oh no, I gotta work. I'm doing overtime. Hey, what are you doing today? Or I'll get the text, no reply. All day pass by. I text tomorrow. The whole day go by. Then I get a text. Sometime 3 days go by. Then I get a text Friday at 1 a.m. What you doing? Then I was like, hold on. This ain't my girlfriend.
You know what?
I'm a hoe.
I can.
I'm a piece of tail.
I can agree with you on that, and not even on the dick down status. It's just more along the lines of like,
I'm like, you should have said that.
You know, still gentlemen out here. You know,
yeah.
Across the situation. So you have those. And that's a pet peeve of mine when you are the gentleman that you are. You know what I'm saying? And then you treat the woman accordingly. And then at that point, it's one of those, I don't even hear from you again, or we can't even text, we can't even have the conversations, or anything like that. Like, we can't do anything like that. So it's just one of those things, it's like, I am who I am, but I still get treated like I wasn't shit in the first place.
Okay, so what happened in this situation?
So
drop that real gospel.
So and this is regardless, and I'm pretty sure anybody that's as a real man can
might
relate
sound
to
fools
this
right now. But
so it's always, and then it goes back to the topic of the first date. First dates. As a gentleman, and then you're still a gentleman. You go, you pick her up, you show her a good time. Y'all had a text message conversations before. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really digging each other's vibes, blah, 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 whatever. Mm-hmm. Y'all get to it. It's a good night. Conversation still flowing good. Dinner, you know what I'm saying? Ice cream, whatever. Walks in the park. All that extra good shit to where y'all continue to get to know each other. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the day, she got all that. You even dropped her back off. No kisses, no trying to get no trying to step my way in the doorway or anything like that. And then you good.
Yeah.
Now, after that is where it gets strange. Cause you like, hey, what you doing? Had a good night. When's the next time we can do this again? And now it's short, it's brief. It ain't nothing where it was before. Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, what the fuck happened within 24 to 72 hours?
And they ain't tell you straight up.
And you ain't tell me straight up. If you're going to be a free meal slut, just let me know. Just let me know. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Just let me know and we good money.
Yeah.
So that's why, it's tough, man. It's tough out here. It's tough.
I feel you. So you've had this happen where they just continue with it.
Yeah. And there was
eventually you just said, hey, I guess it ain't what I thought it was.
Right.
Because you ain't going to tell me, so I'm going to have to ask pull it out.
Right. And then you reach out, on some simple stuff. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? How's life? And, you're not trying to be the bugaboo. But, after that point, it's you establish, try to get the conversation going, and then it's done. Then it's done.
Yeah.
I mean, just let me know it's done. Just let me know. I mean, be real with your boy.
Exactly.
Or with any dude.
Yeah.
For real.
What situation? What did you deal with longer than you should have?
Oh, wow. I gotta see which relationship it is.
Visit each other.
Damn! Hold on.
Hold on.
Keep going.
Yeah. Not done. And then right on the tail. And then one of these.
Yeah, I don't. Bro, if you say relationships with an S. Yeah, that's a real question mark.
Which situation?
So you did it multiple times
before you learned your lesson. What did you deal with that you should have not dealt with?
One bullshit.
What is this bullshit? Talk that gospel. Put your choir robe on real quick.
Put your preacher jacket on.
Yeah. What did you deal with?
Man, to me, basically, it's like, I don't like to do all this unnecessary arguing and shit. To me, that's my pet peeve right there. Okay. Cause I tell you off real, straight up, I don't like to argue and all this stuff, and I tell you that, and then you try to start an argument, I'm just gonna sit there and look at you. I'm not gonna argue back with you, nothing.
And they still with you.
Yeah, what if they have valid points?
I'm still not gonna argue back.
So if they be like, you did this, and this is how I feel.
If I was in the wrong, I'd say something. But if I'm not in the wrong,
you just gonna let them talk.
I'm just gonna let them talk. I'm just gonna say, believe what you want to believe. That's my message.
So if they stressing their opinion, you don't give a fuck about their opinion?
No. Even if I'm in the wrong. If I'm in the wrong, no. I'm not gonna say shit. You said keep it 1,000, keep 100. I'm keeping 100.
I don't even know how to address that. What?
I'm keeping 100.
Yeah.
Wait, so for a relationship, basically, you don't even compromise. You just ignore. You're just like, oh, okay.
It's cakes and no compromise.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's just cakes around here.
That literally is cakes and no compromise. There's no cakes and no compromise.
As you think about it, they want to start an argument, and then after so long, then they want to do, make them sex, use the cakes and all this. Okay. Yeah. So 9 times out of 10, that's why I don't never say that, because I know what's coming after.
So you just avoid the makeup sex?
No,
that's what
I don't avoid the makeup.
He like the makeup sex.
I avoid the argument.
He avoid the argument part, but he like the makeup sex that come after.
See, I see what he doing. So he don't argue back with you. So eventually, until they're really done, but he's just gonna not argue with you, and then eventually they're probably gonna just come around and be like, "I'm sorry, babe, I was tripping." Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, they're sitting on the eggplant.
Hey, they sitting on another eggplant at another house. That's bad, but I don't know that information. I'm just saying.
You saying Monopoly? Are you saying that in Scorpion King's situation that they gonna sit on another eggplant before they sit on his eggplant?
Yeah, there we go.
That can't happen if you don't.
It's definitely possible.
It never happened. I wonder how many times a person's been cheated on and not even know. Like to this day, you still don't know.
That's big facts.
That is a sucky thing to think about.
Right?
I ain't gonna lie, I thought about that before. Like I have thought, like, what if you ever see what people do after y'all ain't together no more?
Right.
Like you see what they doing and y'all ain't together no more, but you see what they doing and then you be like, oh, that's probably what's happening when I was with them too. Like you can't just say never, it never happened to me. Like I have looked at exes before and I see what they got going on and I'm like, damn, I probably was a victim of that shit too. Like just keeping it 1,000. But
like I said before in another episode, that goes to show you if they did this shit, then later on down the line, they gonna be hitting your ass up, telling you they miss you and all this type of shit.
I can hear you. But you know what? So
So
me this.
go ahead.
So you said if you wrong, you still gonna hold, just not argue. Do you ever be like, alright, that was like, if you know it was your fault, and I ain't talking about just they tripping and starting shit, but if it's just like, that was my fault, I shouldn't have did that, are you gonna be like, I'm sorry, or explain yourself like it wasn't what you thought, but I shouldn't have did XYZ?
Long story short, are you gonna ensure that you get the makeup sex now because you in the
Yeah, you're secure. But in most cases, you're just gonna cross your legs and grab the DirecTV remote control.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, that's wild to me.
It is.
And you know what? And I'm a person that even in private events, I can actually attest this to myself. I'm a person that actually didn't like to talk about shit, and I'm learning to that way. You actually have to compromise that communication. You do have to compromise that communication, even if you're in the wrong, or even if you're not in the wrong. Mm-hmm. You have to still give off some type of communication. So tell me this.
But in that situation, if you do, even if you're in the wrong, they still not gonna believe you. But they're still gonna say you a lie.
I'll agree with you with that. In the sense of, depending on, first of all, who you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. And then second off, in regards to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, in lieu of that, those two things is all about the who and what you say.
I found out there is a correct answer of what has to be said.
Right, there is.
It can literally be your fault, and you can not say nothing, and they could just come tumbling down.
It takes levels, and then it takes them to another level.
It can happen, like he's saying, like, because I've been there too. And I'm just like, I'm not talking.
Oh, I've definitely been there.
But let's see this. No, matter of fact, we gotta make sure Monopoly answers this.
Oh, definitely.
We definitely.
Don't come to me.
Shut up. Look, you gotta answer. Look,
I'll shut up. That's fine.
No. Look, shut up and respond.
Look, that's the last. She didn't mind being skipped on that one. We're not skipping you.
No, we ain't skipping you.
We're not skipping you. Go.
We gotta get this woman viewpoint.
So what? Is there compromise?
Well, no. Have there ever been a time, that you feel like you dealt with more things that you normally would not? Like it was just like. And like I said, it could be money, it could be sex, it could be they're attractive, or you just was naive. Because sometimes some of this stuff we were just younger and naive. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I would go with the naive thing, and also for what Scorpion said in past relationships, I think I took that stand. Like it's crazy, that I wasn't the one making arguments. I was just sitting there, just like this is happening. And just not saying nothing, not resolving it, not fixing it, not saying nothing. Just like things will fall as they may. Like I don't know, they will. But now, we all basically agree on, minus Scorpion, that I know that communication is like a lot. And especially just now, you don't want to be stuck in a situation that you don't want to be in. I want everything to be on the table, so I can know if I need to stay or if I need to go or whatever. So, Yeah.
You know what? And this is a time that we're not arguing with a woman here.
Right.
I'm not arguing with nothing she said. But watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all like be honest now at this point in your life,
okay.
and we'll start back and we'll ride it back around, Wild Child.
There you go.
Do you feel like you're at the point in your life that there is an issue between you and the female that you're talking to, relationship, dealing with, however that is? You know the issue's there. That everybody's been here before. It seems like everything's cool. Y'all are watching movies. Y'all are having a conversation, but you know there's some tension that need to be addressed. Are you willing to be man enough to bring it up? Or you say, well, everything seems good, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
Now,
like, cause really, you could have an argument when you weren't gonna have an argument. Like, y'all just watching a movie, it's still pretty quiet because y'all both know something happened.
Right, you can feel the tension, like it's.
Or you just gonna say, I'm just gonna chill, or I'm gonna be like, yo.
Wild Child, if you need to get your answer together, you can come to me first if y'all want. You can start at this end and walk around if you want to.
We'll go ahead, Monopoly. We're gonna dress that right on over there. Go ahead, and I'm gonna pass the mic to Monopoly and see what she has to say first.
She get her air on to it quick. She finna drop the gospel.
I mean,
let's get it.
So, like, for either way, like, if I'm wrong, I'll still bring it up. I'll bring it up if I'm wrong. And just, admit it, be like, is there something you want to ask, something you want to talk about, whatever. Right. But if I feel as if the other person is wrong, if we're watching a movie, if we're having a good time, like, if we're out having a good time, I'm not going to ruin that good time. If we're out doing something. Right. If we're sitting at the house watching a movie, that's not anything. There's a pause button for that. So I feel like I can make that conversation right then. And like, it is what it is. Like I said, I want to know now all the information I can,
to make a decision.
Yeah, to make a decision. Like an informed decision, not me assuming nothing, because people end things on an assumption. You know what I'm saying?
That
like,
sucks. Think how many relationships end like that because you thought whatever, or because it wasn't addressed.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
And it's like, even like assuming like the other person might not even know like the thing was wrong to do, and you're coming from a place, well, you should know, and it's just like we never even had that discussion. So how was I supposed to know? Like, so I just feel like we all just need to talk more. So.
And that's the real thing. I mean, in regards to what I've learned,
every situation is gonna boil down to that.
What I've learned in regards to compromise and everything is it literally boils down to communication and your verbiage, what you say and how you say it.
That's what compromise is, doing things you probably don't want to do.
Right. So, like she said, like you're not gonna talk while we out and just you think you're gonna cuss me out and then think that's gonna be okay. And then even at the movie, I still feel some type of respect. Or even if we at home, I need to feel some type of respect. You ain't gonna just talk to me sideways out your neck and think it's okay. So please come and be correct in regards to the situation. That's man or woman. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Exactly.
Because obviously, you chose me and I chose you.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we just dating or is this the first date or whatever the case may be, you chose me and I chose you. I don't care how you look at it.
I keep it rolling.
So if that's the case, I'm not gonna be all kinds of niggas and you ain't shit motherfuckers. And for women, you ain't gonna be all kinds of bitches, hoes, and sluts.
Yeah,
not gonna happen.
Yeah, you're gonna talk with respect.
Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? If you got something to address, let's handle this accordingly, and then figure out where we gonna go from there.
True. And Scorpion King, don't think you gotta wait for this question still come your way.
Oh,
we're gonna ride it back around. I feel like even with that, like I am at that point in my life too that I can be like, I know I don't want to have this conversation, but I can be like, yo, this happened, or I know there's a lot of tension going on right now.
Yeah.
I can, because I'm sure everybody in this room can say they had this. Like, I've been in situations when there's like a really bad argument. Yeah. And then I go to work, and then we have those text arguments, and I gotta take all these breaks and step around the corner and be like, shut up. Right. I can't. They're gonna write me up. You gotta listen. I'm doing all this extra shit, and then when I get home, you like dinner's in the microwave. How you been, babe? I miss you. No.
That's the setup.
No. And the thing about it, you could be a punk and just say, "Ooh, she cool." We ain't gonna talk regular. I'd rather just be like, "Yo," and this might be a bit much what I'm gonna say, but I'm just like, look, I know you mad, and if you playing happy, I ain't finna have you cut my throat when I go to sleep. So,
see, that would never happen. I would be like, I would be like that mom on Friday. Like, you come home thinking you got a plate too. And it's like, no, I made me breakfast. I made me a plate. There's some cereal in there. Like, there's cereal.
Exactly.
I mean,
Damn, I can't even get up late saying.
But you know what?
it is what it
But
is.
you know what?
Why you gotta be hard?
What she said is true. Because even if that happened, if I came home and I saw she had a plate and I didn't, and she still didn't bring the argument up, and she was like, "How was your day?" I'm over here eating my, steak and shrimp, and she might make the best dinner that time: steak, shrimp, jumbo shrimp, pasta, and all this extra shit. And then she got key lime pie in the fridge or something. I'm still gonna say, I could just say I'm gonna eat these Lucky Charms and go to bed, but I'm gonna say, yo, so this morning when we had that argument, what's going on? Like, we need to.
See, I guess maybe I have like a little bit of like the Grinch, like how his heart had whatever in it, or 10 sizes too small. I think I got that 10 size too petty heart or something like that. Like,
just gonna say it's a great night.
Cause I'm gonna eat it before you get there. Cause if you come in and you're like, oh, let's apologize. I see you made dinner. I think I should apologize. So I was like, no chances of you eating this. Yeah, no. Well, now I'm gonna feel bad and I'm gonna want to share. You apologize.
Your heart? Okay.
Yeah. So now I have to eat it before you get there. So I can be like, oh, well, maybe tomorrow.
How does Scorpion King? How you gonna eat your steak? In their face? You gonna eat the steak in their face?
He gonna throw it away.
I ain't gonna throw it away.
He probably gonna hit him in the head with a steak.
I ain't gonna waste no damn steak.
He gonna be like, hey, bitch.
I don't do it. First of all, I do not call women out of their name. Just to clear that up.
Hey, you woman of class. I'm gonna hit you in the head with a steak.
I do not do that.
So would you bring it back up, or are you just like,
hell no.
I ain't trying to talk
I
about
don't bring shit up. So what? Because to me...
Hold on.
Wait a second. Let me go off topic real quick.
Go for it.
What, we had a post in the group the other day. I don't know if it was this week or last week.
Yeah.
But it was a post with the video of the first date. The two people on the first date. Yeah. I don't know if you saw it, Wild Child. You saw it?
I was there.
You caught it? Okay.
I was there.
So, I'm just wondering.
Is he that guy?
We can go around to everybody.
No, I ain't think it.
No, I'm not saying you're that guy. But what do you talk about? What is your topic of conversation on the first date? Like, what do you talk about?
First of all, I like to get to know that person.
How? What questions do you ask?
Where you from? You know, what's your status? What you want to do in life? You know, stuff like that. I just don't sit there and just stare at you while you talk the whole time.
I'm not.
I don't do all that stuff.
Address it, Scorpion King.
I'm not saying you do. I'm gonna ask you too.
Yeah, he's talking to the world.
Yeah, I'm
curious.
curious.
You gotta address it for the world.
You more curious? I'm ready to hear what you got to say, Mr. Blue Magic.
You're not finished.
I don't bring up arguments because, for one, first of all, if I got off work, I'm from a long day. You know, I just want to come home and chill. I don't want to come home arguing, and then that's another 2 to 3 hours.
Well, guess what? You ain't got that choice.
Oh, I got the choice.
You have the choice.
I have the choice.
In the same situation, you have her feelings, which is actually women's feelings. They have feelings. So
I know. I already know that.
Fuck how you roll around there.
I know.
And then second thing, even if you don't give a fuck, they still gonna have their feelings.
I know.
So if you do or do not address them, that's gonna be a problem if you really want to be with that person.
My personal experience, they come to me with, like the OG said, you had them argument texts and it goes on all day.
It's gonna happen.
I just give short answers and go about my business.
You put LOL.
Yeah.
Is it because you're just pretty easygoing and so stuff doesn't really bother you?
I mean,
that you have a problem
while
with
I'm
her?
at work, I don't want to just sit there, you know, sneak off and go to the bathroom every time you text. I mean, stuff like that. That can get you in some shit at work.
Well, she set your clothes on fire.
So here's the kicker, though. You off work now.
Okay.
So you have all the time to talk about these problems that you didn't get to talk about at work because you didn't want to sneak out to the bathroom. But you tired, as you said. You tired.
Yeah.
So now she's addressing the situation because she knew your situation at work. Because now she's addressing the situation and you tired. So as you stated, you don't want to talk about the shit.
But I don't want to talk about it, but I will sit there at least.
So she gonna talk about it.
So she gonna talk about it and you gonna listen.
Yeah.
Now, what if you don't have no responses?
She'll get mad.
Okay. So now, did she start the situation or did you start the situation?
It depends on what the situation is.
But you didn't respond.
He giving you the response right now.
Yeah, you didn't respond. So technically, she brought up the situation with no intent of making any frustration.
Yeah.
But now,
so it's just a question.
You not responding, which I'm not gonna lie, I've dealt with this.
Yeah.
Trust me, I personally dealt with this. You not responding enhance the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So then now you a problem to the problem.
You light the
you lighting the fire to the barbecue. You know what I mean? You are the lighter fluid.
You put
what I'm
on
saying?
it.
So, not saying that you should do what you should do, but I want to hear your response to that.
Probably no matter how you feel about it.
Yeah, and that actually is a really good key on where you want that to go in regards to the future. So you can be the lighter and not care if they light it or not.
Cause I'm gonna pass this to him. I'm gonna say this real quick. Like anytime I just been talking, and you came at me with some shit, I literally looked at my phone and said that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, what? Like, I could care less. Like, Like I look at it, I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, oh, I'm mad. Okay, that's fine. Me too. I'm mad that you texted me that. You wasted my bills. Like,
right? I had to pay my phone.
Y'all heartless. Y'all mad that I ate a steak and y'all be here.
Just saying.
But as they say, it's levels.
It is levels.
Now, if we're talking and you bring that to me, I've been through the whole you let them argue with themselves. Like I get 1,000 long messages. The whole Holy Bible comes through. I don't respond. And then in the morning I wake up, I'm sorry, I was tripping. I'm like, I bet you was, because I'm not going to respond. And then I say, how's your day? Then we just move on. I'm not having this conversation. But if we are in a relationship and I care about you and you're not jump off thought, whatever y'all want to call it, now I'm like, I'm doing all these things. I said, I will bring it up myself. I will say, look, I know this been going on. Like, I want to talk about it. Like, I would like to get through this, or you know what I'm saying? Enough for you.
I know this is not a perfect world. It's not. But, like, I know that each of y'all have done this during, like, an actual relationship. Whether it's the beginning stages or whatever you want to call it. I know y'all all have done this. Yeah, I see you, Scorpion, smiling. Each of you.
I'm pretty sure.
I
ain't lying. I don't think
so.
But I'm pretty sure I'm there.
Hold on.
My thing is, like...
It's, Lenopoly just told us to keep it all the way 1,000. She don't want us to keep it 999%. She wants us to keep it 1,000.
So, my thing is, like, it's not really even a question. It's, like, more of, like, a statement. And maybe y'all can walk away with this because, Wild Child, like, you taught me the key is communication. I really got that from you. So I learned from you. You have knowledge. But, like, to walk away with, like, don't put somebody in the girlfriend status if you're not going to put them all the way in that status. Don't treat them halfway, but give them that title, you know? And I know there's girlfriend, there's wife, but there's also dating and then a girlfriend, you know?
Girlfriend.
So don't come in and actually give someone, super girl. There ain't no super girlfriend.
There's girlfriend.
In his head, it is.
It ain't no
super girlfriend.
Leave it alone.
Ultimate girlfriend and his wife. Fiance wife.
So I just feel like you can't, hold on, let me just, I'm gonna end it real quick. Like, you can't give girlfriend a title, like you can't give a girlfriend title and, still be like, and still be like, I'm gonna ignore this conversation right here. You have to be ready. I'm coming with communication.
And I will address that. So that's something that in my younger years, I did do. That's something I didn't do.
You didn't
address stuff head on.
Yeah.
You know, I veered all the way around it until, I was like, I'm sorry. I actually thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that I did do in my younger years that I would say that it's not good for any man.
It's not
good for any
at
man.
all.
If you committed and you rocking with shorty, you know what I'm saying, And go ahead and rock with shorty. And
all the way.
And if you wrong, you wrong. If you right, you right. If you agree or you disagree, give your opinions. And see if y'all come to a mutual understanding or agree to disagree. And at that point, suggest to move on. You know, and if y'all gonna rock, y'all gonna rock. If y'all ain't gonna rock, then don't rock. You know, and that's the kicker.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the hitter, you know what I'm saying, to everything.
And that right there, what you said, that's how I know that I've grown up
Right.
a lot from where I was. Because I used to be, I ain't gonna lie, I was the guy that I would shut down emotionally. Like,
yeah, that was me.
When we argue, I'm just like, I'm out. I'm through. I don't want to argue, so I'm out of here. If you're gonna bring that up now, but now I'm not gonna lie, I've done this like multiple times. I'm at work making money for our home, trying to make the money. I get a text message that says alert, alert. And it wasn't an Amber Alert. It said, alert, there's problems in the house. I went to the button. I clicked clock out. I talked to the manager. I said, I'm feeling really sick.
Right.
I went home. I've been at work an hour before. And I got text messages that made me say, whoa, this needs to be addressed. I couldn't say, hey, I'll talk about it when I get off.
Right. I
hit the clock out button. I appeared at the front door. I walked back in. I started singing Johnny, put that woman first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think at
Don't put the song in my head because I was ready to put it out there. Bro. Yeah, exactly. Don't do that.
Y'all can start singing.
It was about to happen. You know?
When you get that text, that word, you should have put that woman first.
No, don't be singing it all jazz.
Wait, you the choir director?
Yeah.
No.
Because he did the hand too. Jazz hand.
Your spirit fingers.
Yes, there you go.
Hey, and your love is rolling in the hers. So you know what I'm saying? Shit. So I had to fix it. But my question to Scorpion King is: Have you ever felt like this time, or because of who you are, in any other woman of class, as you would say, I wasn't ready to address none of these issues, but with you, I do care about you. I don't want you to feel like that. Look, I can show you what you want to see. I can answer whatever questions you want to know. Have you been there, or did you just cross your legs?
One time. I've been there one time.
Did that help or make it worse?
It helped a little bit. But as things went on, things went back to as it was before. So
more questions.
Yeah, more questions. Then later on down the line, I'm gonna say this: 99.9% of all women, y'all bring up the same question 6 months later. See, can you get a different answer with the same question?
Almost pushed the button. I'm gonna let you finish talking.
So, yeah, I've been there in this situation.
Interesting percentage. That's all I got. That's all I got this time. Yeah. Interesting percentage. He's at 99.9.
Yeah, that is a percentage right there.
That is. I'm not gonna lie. We talk about the compromise part. We need to talk about the cakes part. First of all.
So cakes. Well, that's what kind of happened with what I was saying earlier. When I said I just kept realizing, it took me a while to say, whoa, I'm a piece of ass.
Yeah.
Because that's what was happening, but I guess I wasn't thinking like, wow, we don't go nowhere.
Ain't no part of me that say, hey, you know what? I want to be a piece of ass.
Well,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
But see, that's the funny thing about it. If I'm sure we've all been in situations that we was a piece of ass, but you knew you was.
Whoa! I've never been in that situation.
A simple anomaly.
I've been to class, not the.
She's a woman of class. She's in Bible class. Actually,
she said she ain't a woman of class. She ain't a woman of just being ass.
Yeah,
got you.
So, what I'm saying, if it was an arrangement,
of
course we didn't mind because we're like, look, that's what it is. That's all it is. But what I'm saying is, if in that situation, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, did that happen to you, Wild Child? You didn't even know. That's what you thought. Y'all were cool. Y'all thought y'all were not necessarily together, but you thought y'all were just cool and having a good time.
No,
yeah.
like, if the situation continues to occur, I'm like, oh, I'm just in some D. I'm just in D for it, you know.
Yeah.
The D to ride out, you know what I'm saying?
Basically, you best friends with benefits. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's 2 a.m. on Friday.
That's one of them, what are you doing? At 1:59, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? What's up?
How long did it take for you to put this 2 and 2 together?
That's a real question.
Velvet?
What's your time frame? Because I catch you.
Yeah.
I catch you.
After the second 2 a.m., I'll be like,
he
this
don't
is what
catch
this
him.
is.
You know, he pass out on red flags.
Now I'm gonna tell you how I got fooled by that, because when we first met, we would go places.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. But it wasn't like all the time. So much like it just wasn't. It was like I said, how dudes do girls. Like, it was kind of like, hey, let's go eat. But we was eating at these odd places, like gyms.
Oh, that's when you should have figured it out then, bro.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that I look back, I'm like, that was kind of odd.
I don't know, you might like this stuff. You talking about taking McDonald's right now.
They have biscuits, though, so.
I ain't gonna lie, their biscuits are official. Jim's biscuits is official.
Yeah, I was just eating biscuits anyway.
Put that in my palm pad.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. And then, what really, to me, it wasn't the fact. One of the main things was that we never went nowhere.
Right.
Every blue moon we'll go somewhere, and it was kind of like I said, like dudes do females. It's kind of like, let me go and take you down the street real quick so you shut up. Now I'm saying that's probably why that happened. But another thing.
So basically, you ain't want to be seen in public with this person.
This person don't want to be seen in public with my ass. So I'm saying, I'm just telling it, it's real. It happens to us too. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I did that one time before.
I don't even know why y'all shot. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
I didn't say I bundled up and cried.
Oh, I'm not saying you did either.
It's hilarious. To me, it's hilarious.
I was like, yo, she want the D. That's me.
Yeah.
Call me at 3. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Let's do it. What? Let's do it. Shit.
Like, I now I'm just like, that's hilarious that happened, and I thought it was something else. But then, like I said, now when it got to the point that I wouldn't get no response at all, like, hey, good morning. Hey, what you doing? And I wasn't being that, hey, hi, LOL, hi, here's a meme. I wasn't doing that. But I might shoot another one like later in the day. And now I had a hiccup. I had a whole hiccup on the drink. But I get a text later in the day. And then, I'll shoot one later in the day and no response. So then that's when it started getting to the point that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday went by. I'm like, damn, I ain't heard from him. Then I was like, well, fuck that. And then I get a call Friday at 1. And then eventually I was like, but just to put a time frame, I'm guessing, just me guessing. It was a minute. I think it was like 3 months before I said, I see what you're doing. I see what this is. But then I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be 1,000. I was offended. Right. You know how you said you wasn't offended? I got offended. I got offended because I was like,
not even close.
I think the offense only comes in when you really like the person. Like, if it's like, so if you were like, I really feel like this person, not could be the one, but like, dang, like, I really like you.
I thought it was something else. Yeah.
Be honest.
If I liked her, and she was like, oh, I was just using you for some D. Well, then I guess I know where I stand. I mean, I can't.
What about that part of the free meal part, though, too?
First of all, free meal sluts, that's the first day.
The meal, and she was using for the meal and getting
service.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. So, because at this point, I feel like I'm like at the point of it's not only just the first date, it's a continuous thing. First of all, I've realized that I'm not just spending my money, so she gonna have to come off some cake, some bread too. At this point.
Oh, okay. So
yeah. So like, first, I'll give it to you straight. First dates is for the man to actually allegedly come out of money.
Suppose
even at that. I would personally rather us go Dutch on the first date because either way, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Personally.
True. That's your deposit.
That's just my personal opinion. You make your money, I make my money.
Yeah.
I'll even still come get you, whatever the case may be. That's just a personal opinion of mine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I won't do it, but I'm saying that in the offense, like, hey, if we go, like, I pay for my, I mean, it lets us know it can save us a lot of time. You came out your pocket, I came out my pocket, that we can leave even. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first date. That's my personal opinion. We can leave even, and if nothing comes of that, then guess what? We left even.
Yeah.
You pay for your meal, I pay for mine.
Yeah.
You didn't pay for gas, so I can even still come get you and you didn't pay for gas.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that I think of that should be even,
Can I say something real quick?
Of course.
I think that is actually the way it should be. Once you think about it, it's like that actually is pretty legit because the first date, if y'all both pay for your own, and then if you go on the second date, maybe that's when you actually pay for her.
And that's when you can have that more.
Because then it's like we're going out again.
Yeah,
so
we have the more conversation. We figured out that it was actually legit. Even if it's still fake, even still, you didn't come out of 2 meals. You only came out of 1.
Well, don't say it like that, but yeah.
No, but that's real facts.
Yeah.
So Monopoly saying, get your money's worth.
Fair. Because
Exactly.
it's just like now this person just came, ate, and like went home, and now they're not gonna call you.
Ate again, and then y'all chopped it up some more, and then they went home, and you still don't know what you really about to get out of this person.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
So even in those events, that's why I say like in regards to society nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to gauge it. So I feel like even the first meal in regards to society and what everything society is saying and what's going on and how these memes are coming out and thirst traps and first dates and everything that should be going, I feel like the first date should literally be a separate ticket.
Yeah.
Even a separate ride, honestly.
And even a separate ride, honestly, because you don't know.
Or you're going to get house fish.
Yeah,
True.
like HouseFish, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Like, it really should even separate rides.
True.
Like, I mean, and you can gauge that as a man and even or as the woman, to figure out like, hey, this person may be or they may not be, or you feel this and you feel that, or whatever the case may be. You can gauge it. But I even still think the first date should be that type of vibe to where now we can feel the vibes after this first date to know that the second. You ain't shit. But even to feel the second date in regards to the real vibes and you can seriously, because text messages is not going to stop. Conversation is not going to stop. If y'all feel each other, those situations are not going to stop in regards to that second date. If y'all feel each other, it's not going to stop in regards to the second date. Because if they stop after the first date, you already know where you at.
Indeed. So, looking here, I know we ain't done.
I know we're not done.
Well, I know we ain't done. When we doing this to y'all on purpose, I ain't gonna lie. We hitting y'all up like Netflix series hit y'all up. They leave you on a damn cliffhanger. Catch a part 2 next week. You know it's good. I know y'all are saying, what was the wild child getting at? What was the juggernaut getting at? What was that gospel that Monopoly dropped? What was that gospel, that strange gospel that the...
Get over here!
You're gonna be the bad guy. You turn Wild Child's now the good guy. You turn into the bad guy.
We done swapped up. Swapped up.
Are y'all gonna team up? It's gonna be the duo.
You know what they say?
You welcome.
Say,
you welcome. Yeah.
Hey, sometimes it's time for y'all to say good night to the bad guy. Cause you never.
I do feel like I'm getting attacked, bro. Like I'm like, what about? I ain't do nothing but give y'all that word.
I'm gonna tell you what. You have. You be the good guy when it comes to things that are immoral. Like when we say like, hey, like when I was asking you, would you use somebody for their money? Would you, like stuff like that? Then you're like, whoa. But as far as your looks on relationships, you have some intriguing, strippers and construction workers. And if y'all are new listeners, please go back a few episodes and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. And you'll see, don't let the wild child make you think that he's a pastor. He just has positive views on some things, and he has some other views that makes you scratch the back of your head. But with that being said, I'm about to drop some shout-outs in this thing. We're going to get right to this shit. I want to give a shout-out to, and I'm looking right here, we got to start with our Velvet Vibez PimpCast page first. I see Coretta Love in here. She want to make sure that we send a shout-out to all the teachers on their not-so-summer break. Coretta Love, much love from the Velvet Vibez PimpCast. You have some intriguing views as well.
There you go.
We will be discussing in the future. Valley Cookie Company. You know they be bringing those French and Italian treats right to the south in your mouth.
There you
French
go.
macaroons. You know how they do things. Bums. And then we got here Miss Sonia Gray. She's got the Sweet Trio Cake, custom cakes, cupcakes, and treats in the San Antonio area. Check it out on Facebook. And going back to that Valley Cookie Company, check them out on Facebook. You can make orders and all that good stuff here. Then we have here Amy Danielle. And she just said it straight up, I'm promoting myself. But she did say, I'm looking for models to try to cleanse. So she's out here cleansing. If you need a cleanse, don't hesitate to hit up Amy Danielle. She'll give you further details on Facebook. If we're causing you to get strange friend requests, push delete. Don't get mad at us for giving you a shout out. Click that deny button. And if you get too many, don't ask for shout outs anymore. Say I'm getting too many. But any other shout outs, I got a shout out for, Deathmatic. Y'all can always check me out over there if y'all want to hear me talking music. If you want to hear me talking relationships, stick with Vibez PimpCast. But we all over. We global. We the best. Another jam, another vibe. Wow, child, what you got for us? Oh, let me give you that email. I can't forget that shit. 100%velvet@gmail.com if you need to hit me. Wow, child, try to do a motherfucking gospel now, huh?
Yo, you know what it is. Crossing T's and dotting I's over here. First of all, let me get an email. SAWildchild@gmail.com. That's S as in Sierra, A as in Alpha. Wildchild. WILDCHILD@gmail.com. Shout outs to family, friends, and loved ones. Everyone. We can't do it without y'all. I'm always going to say the love to the PimpCast and all the people that comment, all the people that subscribed and is living and loving the group. We appreciate y'all.
Awesome.
1,000. Wow.
Monopoly. Oh, you got some more for us? I can't shut you down. Don't you stop that man when he's talking.
They bring Monopoly in, you know what I'm saying? or Scorpion King in.
I can't hit that Kanye West and say, S.A. Wildchild had some good shout outs, but Monopoly's got shout outs too. Go ahead,
But my people in Houston, we love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got people in Houston, frat brothers, friends from Prairie View, everything, anything that's everything. San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? Stand up 210. We're gonna try to bring this on the map. That's what we're working on. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all too. So keep following, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep loving, keep sharing.
Whoa!
And yeah, to the PimpCast.
No, I can do that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because we've been pimping.
And who you passing that to?
I'm gonna pass it to Scorp. No, put the goddamn cup down, son. Put the goddamn cup there. Okay, no, take that drink because you might need some blue motivation.
There you go.
And inspiration. Education.
First off, I'm gonna give a shout out to my PimpCast family.
There you go.
Gotta do that.
We here.
If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be on this wonderful, most talented and crazy group.
Bro, I'm not crazy, bro. I'm just civil. I'm civil and social. Not crazy, though.
Give a shout out to my offspring.
Hey.
Layla Miller.
Hey.
Give a shout out to the Cookie Valley Company. The state of Mississippi 662 stand up.
Sure.
Brother, sister, my brothers from another mother.
I'll make sure we get golden nuts. Can't never skip golden nuts.
Oh, definitely.
Golden nuts, they waiting on you, bro.
For real, we still waiting to meet your ass.
Waiting on you. Let me see. The Loud Podcast. Everybody who just comments, keep the comments rolling. Even if there's some crazy comments in the group, in the memes, just keep them rolling. Y'all keep us entertained.
Yeah.
Y'all give us something to talk about on these live podcasts and stuff like that. So give it up. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Where can they reach you?
You can reach me at magicmike3205@gmail.com.
Just like that. Gonna give them a. And gonna give Monopoly one of these as she bring it
in. Every time I hear your email, I'm like, you nasty as fuck.
You know that boy naughty.
You just nasty.
Go ahead. I'm back on this shirt.
Yeah, you nasty.
First off, just a shout out to all my family, friends in Houston, DFW, and San Antonio. So majority of Texas.
There you go.
Also, yeah, that's pretty much all my shout outs. Like, just want to make it general. You know, my email is Lynnopoly, and that's LYNNEOPOLY.com @gmail.com. And, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, join the Facebook group, our Velvet Vibez PimpCast, the group. You know, we have a lot of memes and stuff going on in there. So, you know, and we go live on Wednesdays. So remember to check that out too. So,
Definitely.
Yeah, babe. That being said, you know how we do this shit here. Like they said back in I think late 90s, early 2000, clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. 2 stomps this time. 2 stomps this time. Crisscross. Everybody clap your hands.
Oh.
Keep them clap.
Oh.